I've noticed some people have a sort of a backlash against Juneteenth. Like Candace Owens is saying, "Oh, it's so lame. It's so this. It's so that," and people are being super divisive about it. But a lot of these are the same people who defended, the Confederate flag and Confederate monuments, saying this is our history. You can't erase our history. And now they're here wanting us to forget a very important part of our history. It's like, do you not even understand you're being hypocritical, or do you only think history is a bunch of treasonous losers? Like, what are you arguing against? It just seems like hypocrisy to the nth degree, and stupidity. I'll throw that into stupidity.
Oh yeah, but I mean, Candace Owens, the definitive voice of Black America, of course. No,
if I have one more person tell me to go listen to Candace Owens, if I have one more person say, "Oh no, just listen to Candace Owens, trust me," it's like, I don't have
give
to
her a chance though. Okay, so I had to double check this a bazillion times, but that she actually did, as recently as 2016, win a lawsuit against her high school for racial discrimination that she experienced while in high school, not from administrators or from the school itself, but from, from racists at school. This is 2016. It was almost $40,000 that she won. This is the woman whose grift is to tell Black Americans that racism doesn't exist and they need to stop whining. Like,
this year, like, do you remember when Noah Cyrus called her nappy, and she tried to get Black Twitter to jump in? She's like, "Black Twitter, get her!" And we were like, "We don't know you." Like, I thought racism wasn't a thing. I thought white people can't be racist to Black people. So what are we getting? And also, who's Noah Cyrus?
What are we getting? If we need a little bit of that money that you got, if it's like, $5-10 a tweet or a retweet, just lay it out. So ridiculous. Yes, the backlash. That hypocrisy, you would think, would be so evident to so many. And I know we're going to talk about this with Steven, but hey, that's sort of the way that, white supremacy works in our country. And also the way that like conservative brains work, which is they don't get satire, like they don't get the irony. Which I feel like I know critical race theory is important, but I also feel like we need like a class on irony. Like I do think that should be fundamental to our education as well.
Well, I think for some people it's a hard pill to swallow to say that the country that you live in and you have a flag about right outside of your house, they intentionally didn't tell slaves that they were free for 2 years and subjected them to 2 additional years of horror so that they could get a bitch and bumper crop for free and have a nice harvest. That's a hard pill to swallow right after you've sang proud to be an American. So I feel like a lot of people will stop at the first explanation that kind of makes enough sense for them to be able to sleep at night, and will vehemently fight to make that the truth, when it's like, I mean, it's not the truth. We could just confront the truth and just get better.
Hey, thanks so much for watching the Bitchuation Room podcast live stream. And while you're here, why don't you just subscribe to this channel? I promise it'll be good.